Hi, this is Yavi here. I really enjoy getting your feedback, and because of that, I am creating a course you have been asking for, designed especially for managers and aspiring managers. Hardcore soft skills for managers includes modules for launching a team, improving your communication skills, techniques to collaborate and motivate your team, dealing with conflicts, and creating a culture of improvement. The course will launch soon, so go to my website, hardcoresoftskillspodcast.com/courses to reserve yours. Now, onto the episode. Networking is not just about going to a networking event and handing out cards. Networking is about building relationships. It's not about what can you do for me, but what can we do for each other. Furthermore, you need a network not just when you look for a job, but once you are in the job, especially in large organizations. Today, I will share with you various ways to build a network without feeling sleazy. Let's listen. Hi, this is Yadi Caro, and welcome to another episode of the Hardcore Soft Skills Podcast. In each episode, you will learn how to apply a different skill with expert help. Today, we are talking about networking. If you are in an organization, networking is critical to help your team, to get things done, to find new opportunities. I have seen too many times when people feel they need to ask permission from their manager or be approached for something specific just to meet people in other sections of the company. For me, a shy and introverted person outside of work, networking inside the organization has saved my career. I started my career as a journalist. And while there were times when people were reaching out to me at the time to be interviewed, most of the time and the better stories were those where I had to initiate the conversation. Otherwise, nothing would have happened and I would have been out of a job. You may not be a journalist, but your job depends heavily on making connections and working outside of your immediate team. I saw an article on the Harvard Business Review which was referring to the different types of network any leader should do. So there is the operational networking. The purpose of this type of networking is to ensure coordination and cooperation among people who have to know and trust one another in order to accomplish their immediate tasks. The people involved include not only direct reports and superiors, but also peers within an operational unit, other internal players with the powers to block or support a project, and key outsiders such as suppliers, customers, distributors. According to that article as well, which by the way was written by Herminia Ibarra and Mark Lee Hunter, there is the personal networking, which is knowledge about professional domains beyond our own, and which we do through professional associations, alumni groups, other interest communities, which are also very helpful to advance in our careers as we gain new perspectives. That article also described the strategic networking, which are lateral and vertical relationships with other functional and business unit managers. These are key since they reside in areas outside of our control but can make or break our project or initiative. So, here are some ways to develop any of those. First, the introduction, and you can do so by reaching out of the cold and offering help. If it is somebody outside a functional group or even at a management level above you, just say, "Hi, I am so and I am reaching out since I am trying to get to know the organization. This is the work I do, and if you need anything, I'll be happy to help." You have to mean it though. This is a great way to avoid the reaching out when you actually need something. And if you're at that point, no problem. You have an excuse to make something happen and hop on a call. You may think people do not have time for that. But let me tell you, people crave connections. But you have to be direct and specific about the ask or reason you are reaching out, which should not be just say, "Hey, just keep the message and outreach short." I have found that true leaders seek to help others, especially those who show initiative. Other way to network is to find opportunities within your organization, like volunteering or a community of interest. Make contributions and be deliberate about participating. Aside from the networking at the office, use LinkedIn. Even if you do not enjoy posting, connecting with people in your field, people in your company, or simply people you want to learn from is a great way to build relationships. Dedicate a couple of times a week to go in, seek, let's say, about 10 connections, and you may or may not those connections, but it's important to engage and especially find creators who share content, like me, then comment in a couple of them. A lot of people share great content and look for engagement, which is a great way to build relationships. You should establish a routine and call it Social Fridays or something like that, which you can have at work or at social media. At work, try to engage with at least two people outside of your immediate circle a week. Let's make it a habit that sticks. The key here is to have the right mindset. It's not about you, it's about how the connections you make can bring more depth into your work. How these connections can help you unblock things you have pending for you and your team. You never know who you meet. How are building connections at work for you? Let me know. I want to hear from you. And also remember to contact me and also to sign up for my newsletter at hardcoresoftskillspodcast.com. Thank you for listening.